here with Dr. Robin Kay, who is a professor in the Faculty of Education at Ontario Tech University. Hi, Robin.
Hi.
Hi. Today we're here to talk about what makes the MEd program different at Ontario Tech U. So what does make the MEd program different?
Well, our program is a virtual program. It's online, but students meet regularly, face-to-face, with cameras and microphones, and they work together in teams, and they work together as a class, so it's highly interactive. A regular online course tends to be somewhat flatter, so that you watch a video, or you might read some text, answer some questions. Yes, you can go in any time, but often no one else is there. So that social aspect of our program is really important. It actually results in a 95% success rate.
You mentioned a virtual classroom. So what would students see in a virtual classroom?
Well, the classroom is highly interactive. There's going to be meaningful technology use, which isn't a surprise because we focus on education and digital technologies. And it's going to be active, constructive, and collaborative. So students will work in small groups on problems, authentic problems, discuss them, bring them back to the larger group. So it works really, really well. What you won't see is a lecture.
So what kind of students does this program attract?
We attract a broad range of students: K-12 educators, higher education, administrators, special education, healthcare professionals, and IT professionals. And they're from a wide range of areas in the world. So Ontario, British Columbia, Alberta, East Coast, Nunavut. And then we move on to Europe, Turkey, Spain, and then to Asia, Indonesia, China. So it's a wide range of areas, and with that brings a wide range of perspectives. And that actually is one of the major strengths of our program.
What kind of courses do you offer in the MEd program?
Well, we have 5 main areas: education and technology, administration, higher education, healthcare and technology use, and equity, diversity, and inclusion.
So master's programs are generally considered pretty expensive. Is the master's program at Ontario Tech U expensive?
Our program is actually highly competitive, but one thing that we do is we allow students to pay on a course-by-course basis. So we don't require them to pay a yearly cost. It's for every course, and that does make it affordable. And finally, students don't have to pay the costs of commuting or transportation.
How do you ensure the quality of the program?
Well, we're an accredited program in Ontario, and we get reviewed every 5 years. We also have full-time professors teaching in the course. That's the majority of professors are actually full-time faculty members, unlike other programs where they're often sessional instructors. And we get feedback from our students. It's really, really important to listen to your students. And our program, I was a program director for 4 years, and it became much better because of the feedback from our students. And finally, we've grown from 25 students in the beginning to over 200 students. So I think that does speak to the quality.
So if someone wanted to apply for the Masters of Education program, what would the process be?
Well, you could apply in the fall, winter, or spring. We have 3 intakes. And what you would do is go to the website, and there's a section there about applying. And there are videos, and I highly recommend that you watch those videos to ensure a successful application.
Well, thank you very much for telling us about the MEd program at Ontario Tech U.
You're very welcome.